Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. My name is Mobby, and today I'm going to be giving you my deck profile for Goku Black. I'm going to be talking about all the early game cards, the mid game, the late game, the pros and cons, and as always, there is a link in the description if you want my list to every single deck I do, not just Dragon Ball, but One Piece, Star Wars Unlimited Lorcana, and more. So let's start with the leader, and yes, these are all English printed proxy cards. Alright, so this is a mono blue leader, 15,000 damage. His ability is critical, meaning when he attacks and the enemy does not defend, the card simply goes to their drop. Permanent on your turn, this card gets 5,000, giving you 20,000 to swing. Then you awaken on 4, drawing a card, then flipping it over. On the awaken side, he has 20,000 damage. When you attack, draw a card. Activate 1. Once per turn. Place one Zamasu from your battle area to the bottom of your deck. Then the next time you play any Goku Black card from your hand, reduce the cost by 2. So as you can already see, the whole goal of this leader is just to simply attack. You want to awaken as soon as possible, and I think your opponent kind of wants you to awaken as well, because you're always going to be hitting for 20,000 on your turn, and critical. It's going to be really annoying. So even though you don't draw on your turn, the overall game plan is to awaken. Because once you do, yeah, you get the buff at 20 on your opponent's turn as well, but then you also get the draw, finally, and then you get to use your ability, which is pretty good. So let's talk about all the early game stuff moving over here. So this game is very heavy, very heavy on early game. There's a lot of good support cards here. We'll go ahead and talk about them, starting with these Trunks Youth. On play, draw one card. Very powerful cards you always want. I think right now, in every single Dragon Ball deck that you make, you always want the ones, like if they give you anything that says on play, draw a card for 1, and it gives you 5, it's really worth grabbing it. So there's 4 of these in here, the usual. Okay, next up is these peel off cards. So 1, 5, 10, very good blocker. On play, if you have 7 or fewer cards in your hand, add up to 1 card with a cost of 1 and Earthling from your drop to your hand. So there's going to be a good amount of these that you can grab. So this is really good, especially because you can bring these back, right? So peel offs, these Trunks. Next is the Zamazus. So 1, 5, 10, pretty good as well. On play, choose up to one of your battle characters, your opponent's battle with a cost of 1 and place it to the bottom of the deck. A little situational, you're not going to be using the effect too often, but the 10 is really good in general. So you're running 40 Zamazus. And then you have the other Zamazus. These are vanilla with no special abilities. However, it's a 1, 15, 10, pretty good again. You're going to be running 4 of these. Then we have these Gowasus, 1, 5, 5, pretty basic, but the ability is really good. On play, look at 5 cards from the top of your deck, reveal up to 1 Goku Black or Zamasu, then you put the rest on the bottom of your deck, running 4 of these. So these are your very early game cards. A lot of them also are supports, really good 10k. These right here, 4, 8, 12, you got good 10ks, a searcher, and a draw. So these are really good basic ones. And this one can attack if you need it to. Then we have the events here. Gallic Gun. During a battle, so on your turn or the opponent's turn, using only 1 mana, choose your leader or up to one of your battle cards, get 15,000. Then you draw a card. Really powerful. Anything that gives you a little bit of power for a low cost and it lets you draw and cycle, it's pretty powerful. So you're running 4 of these Gallic Guns. And then the final Hope Slash, you're running 2 of these. Activate battle only during your turn, by the way. One of your leader or characters gets 20,000. Then you return up to a battle character 2 or less and return to your owner's hand. Now remember, it can be anybody. So yeah, if you really wanted to, you can go ahead and bring back something that you have here. Like we can bring back your Gowasu so we can search again. You can bring back the Trunks Youth so we can draw again. There's a lot of stuff you can use, but primarily you want to use it against opponents' blockers that are really small, right? Alright, so those are the super early. This is still early, but not. It's like these are all 2 drops. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 7. These are all the different numbers we're running in here. So we got Trunks Youth, 2, 15, 10. Permanent, your turn. If you have 7 or fewer cards, this card gets 10,000 power. More likely than not, you are always going to have 7 or fewer cards. You know, you can always just counter out of it. It's very easy to always stay down to 7. On play, add up to 1 card from your life to your hand. Once again, you want to awaken as soon as possible. So you want to play these and, you know, get going. So you're running 3 of these. Then we're running 3 Sun Goten here's. So it says 2, 15, 10 has the same sort of stats as the Trunks, which is really good. However, when attacking, you can add one. So this is on play attacking. This is when you attack. Grab one as well. Then if you have 7 or fewer, you can return a 2 cost back to the owner's hand. Really nice. Alright, so these 6 cards are chilling here. And these are, you want to mulligan and always find these. You really need them. If you can get the Gotens and keep them alive so you can keep, getting your life back, that's really good. Okay, time for the starting to get to mid-game, right? So let's start with Goku Black. You're only running one of these right now. 320-10 on play. If you have 7 or fewer cards, draw one. Now this is whatever for 3. However, the effect's good, and if you can get it out with your leader power, you know, if you can't get any of the other Goku Blacks, you have to get this one out for 1 mana. Not bad, because you get a draw, and it's 10,000 on the field, and you get 2 attacks, so not bad. Next up, Sinister Sickle. Activate in main, so only during your turn. 3, choose up to 2 of your opponent's characters with 4 or less and place them at the bottom. So, yeah, really great removal, especially if you're running against some really annoying swarm decks, right? This will just help you a little bit, survive a little bit more. Next up, we have 3 Trunks Futures. 325 on play. Add it to 1 card from your life to your hand. Once again, kind of goes along with this. You want to awaken as soon as possible. Then choose up to a battle card of 5 or less and return it to your hand. Once again, doesn't necessarily say opponent. It's really good if you remove like a 5 or 4 cost of your opponent. But if they have nothing and you're on the field with another one of these, like, you know, the on play Trunks or the draw Trunks, you can always, you know, bring it back and do it again. So now, moving on to the forecast. This is where it gets spicy. This is where your whole game plan comes together. Your leader. I think I put my leader in here accidentally. Alright, so you're running 2 of these Goku Blacks with Vanillas. 430-10. Pretty strong character. Pretty strong character in general. So you're running these, and you want to get this out with your leader ability, if possible. Go Tanks. This one, it will probably win you the game a lot of the time. It's your engine building. It allows you to get so many resources. So I'm running 3 of these right now. So 425-5, right? On play, if you have 7 or fewer cards, add up to 1 Sun Goten and Trunks with 2 or less from your drop to your hand. So this is probably, like, your end game is all about Goku Black and winning with Goku Black. But you are staying alive specifically thanks to Go Tanks. There's a lot of cards you can grab with this. You get 3 of these ones right here. You get 3 of these, and you can grab these Gotens here. These Trunks. So there's a lot of cards you can grab with Go Tanks that allows you to keep cycling and cycling and redrawing. So you can redraw with these, or you can stay alive with these 10Ks and attack with them too. It's really good, actually. I think the best one you probably want to grab with Go Tanks is probably the Trunks, because on your turn you can get 25 and you can attack for 10. And you don't have to add the thing to your hand. So this thing attacks, and you can use it as your as a blocker. So it's really good. Did I put my leader in here? I think I put my leader in here. Where's my leader at? Where did I put the card? It's here somewhere. It's somewhere here. All right. Well, anyway, so yeah, super important. Super important. You might even want to run 4 if you know. It depends on your own ratios. All right. Next up, late game. These are gonna win you the game if it's been going on too long. But most of the time, you can really swarm and ramp with a lot of these Go Tankses. All right, so these are your end game cards. Goku Blacks, 640, 40,000 on play. Add it to 1 card with a cost of 4 or less from your drop to your hand. If your opponent destroys your Go Tanks, bring it back with Goku Black. When attacking, if you have 7 or fewer cards, play up to 1 battle card with a 4 or less from your hand. Once again, on play, you bring it back. Then that same turn, you attack and bring him on the field. It's so good. And having these 3 together, it's insane. Like, it is really, really good. Alright, so yeah, these are your game winners. And if you're able to get a Zamasu and bring it back to your hand, you can just add these back. And you have a ton of Zamasus, remember? You have a ton of these. Alright, then finally, these supers, which is just the Videls. So at the moment of this recording, there are kind of no reasons to get any specific certain super combo. Just get one of a mono cutter and pull it in. But later on, they might add more for better searching and stuff like that, but it really doesn't matter. So any super combos, you put your hand. So, once again, this deck swarms quite a lot. I think it's fun. And if you guys are interested, there's a link in the description to all of the Dragon Ball duels we have, and I specifically play this one as well. You can watch how that one went, but it's good. I like it a lot. So let me know down below what you guys think of this of this specific deck profile. Let me know what leaders you want next. And of course, hey, there's no right or wrong way to make a deck, so please let us know anything you would change out. What's your favorite cards I didn't put in, etc. Lots of different ways to make a deck, and that's why it's fun. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.